Hi, Josh Allen here, baking in the kitchen again, and the luxury of being the companion bread guy is we seem to always have bread around the house. And people always ask us what we can do with our day-old bread. So we've got a great little simple breakfast treat or afternoon treat for you here called almond toast. Works great with day-old brioche, with some croissants you may have left over that got a little bit hard, or really any kind of country bread works really well with this recipe. Again, because we're all about simple here, this one's pretty simple. So I've got 4 ounces of almond paste. And almond paste is something that's really available now in almost every grocery store and specialty food store. So we're just going to break that up a little bit. You're going to kind of want to let that soften and be at room temperature when you do that. Lock our mixer down, and all we're going to do here for just a couple minutes is give this a chance to break up. So we're just trying to give this almond paste here a little bit of a head start and break it up into little pieces. The sugar's going to help, and some of the cream and stuff. So we'll add that. We've got a half a cup of granulated sugar. And again, we're just kind of mixing to a nice smooth consistency if we can get it. Sometimes the almond paste doesn't cooperate with you, so we're going to use the cream to do it. I've got a half a cup of cream that we're basically going to add half now and half later. If we add the liquid a little bit at a time, we can avoid some of the lumps that can kind of happen to us if we put it all in here right now. So now I'm going to add about half of this half a cup, so a quarter a cup of cream. Just going to let this mix and try to smooth out a little bit. You can start to see already that it's coming together in kind of a paste consistency, which is really nice, really simple. Once we get that, we'll turn our mixer down a little bit, and we're going to add a half a cup or 1 stick of softened butter. So I just cubed it up a little bit. It's easier to add while it's still moving. Obviously, for folks cooking at home, do not stick your hand into a mixer. Something that we learned pretty early in the bakery business, and also pretty good at home. So we're going to let this mix now again to a smooth consistency. That butter was really nice and soft from some of the lights in here, and it's going really easy. The one thing you're also going to want to be sure and do with this is kind of scrape down your bowl every once in a while, because we want to make sure we get all that stuff off the side. So just scrape everything into the center. It's going to pick up nicely, and we are going to mix it a little bit when we get finished. So once we're there, we're going to add the last of our heavy cream, the last quarter cup of our heavy cream. And we're just going to let this mix kind of all come together here real quickly. And we're going to end up with this nice light paste. And that's it. Pretty simple. Get our paddle out. Set that down. Take our bowl. We're going to want to, again, scrape down the sides of this. The easiest thing to do, I think, to work with it is just to put it into another container. And this, the almond paste will keep for up to a week in your refrigerator, so this will make enough to cover quite a few pieces of toast or croissants. If you got a whole bunch of folks coming over, then that's perfect, and if not, it certainly will keep in the refrigerator for up to a week. And again, you just pull it out, spread it on, and you're going to bake these off. So once you get this paste that's real nice, really simple. I've got some nice thick slices of day-old brioche here, or any kind of white sandwich bread or country bread works. We're going to put a nice layer of this cream right on top. Set it on a baking sheet. I put a little foil on there because it's easier to keep clean when it comes out, because some of it will inevitably spill off and caramelize a little bit. Nice thick layer of this, though, is nice. Don't have to go too crazy with it. So we've got our 2 pieces of toast. You can also split an old croissant. It's going to get a little bit crisp, so it's okay if these are a little dried out. And then also the moisture from this cream is going to kind of seep into the croissant of the bread and kind of soften that back up again. So real popular in France when they made day-old, almond croissants were always generally made with day-old croissants and an almond filling. So you could certainly stack this back together if you wanted to and do it that way, but I kind of like doing it open face. So we've got our pieces, and we're going to take just a little bit of slivered almond and stick this in the oven. So 375 degrees for just about 10 to 15 minutes, obviously depending on your oven. If you have a convection oven at home, turn it down to 350. It's going to puff up a little bit and get nice and brown, and it's going to be a great treat. So you saw that. I did happen to bake some off a little bit earlier. You can see we came out of the oven with these nice golden brown on the outside, and I'm just going to give it a taste because I happen to really enjoy these with some coffee in the afternoon. And you can hear the crunch. It's really soft and delicious in the middle, and it's just a great treat. There is companion almond toast.